And now joining us by the phone is the mayor of Anchorage, Ethan Berkowitz. Mayor Berkowitz, thank you for joining us. What can you tell us?
I think things are pretty well in hand here. Daylight has come, which is fortunate. It's sort of a balmy 31 degrees here right now, and our damage assessment is fairly minimal. I know there's been reports that there's a tsunami warning, but fortunately, Anchorage's natural configuration insulates us from tsunamis, so people should not, I repeat, not think of a tsunami coming here.
That tsunami warning has been canceled. That's the good news. When you say it's positioned well, do you mean it's just naturally elevated?
No, there's a large mud flats surround the city, and it's shallow, and so it's not susceptible to tsunamis.
Have you heard about any injuries so far?
We've not heard about any injuries. I'm here at the Emergency Operations Center. Hospitals are checked in, and people seem safe. There's some infrastructure damage on both roads in and out of town. There's one to the north and one to the south. The one to the south is blocked by a rock slide. The one to the north, there's some bridge damages, and there's also the road has fallen, and so it's currently blocked.
We're looking right now on screen at some video, I believe that was taken by somebody on Twitter, driving down a highway in Alaska. There seems to be a significant structure fire. How many fires have been reported?
We have 3 fires reported currently, and fire department has them, as I understand, fairly well under control.
And this, we're told, is in Anchorage, and it's good to hear that they are under control. Any power issues?
There's intermittent power outages, but that's also coming together. I think people need to understand something about Anchorage. There's 300,000 people who live here, and our community is the size of Delaware from one side of the municipality to the other. So we're a large place. Most of us are concentrated in what we call the Anchorage Bowl, and because of that, we are able to assess where things are.
How prepared are folks in Anchorage for an earthquake?
I think people in Anchorage, we're used to things being a little bit difficult. We always get ready for the wintertime. We know we live in earthquake country. This was a big one. There's no question about it. It certainly got everyone's attention, knocked over a lot of bureaus and caused damage. But I think by and large, Anchorage people are strong and resilient. We've got a great community here. People are looking after one another, and the mood on the ground is fairly calm.
Are you worried about aftershocks?
Well, we've been having a series of aftershocks. Just as I was waiting to get on the line with you, we had a nice little reminder that we live in a tectonic zone. So, yeah, we're not worried about them. We just live with them.
What were you doing when it happened?
I was actually working out at the time and immediately ran for my car and drove down to the Emergency Operations Center. Stopped at home to get a good something to eat first, though.
Yeah, I just talked to a gentleman a moment ago named Russell Sell, who told me that it didn't feel like a rolling earthquake. Some people describe some earthquakes as a rolling sensation. He said this one felt much more like a jerking.
It was very sharp. It was a very sharp quake, and I'm not sure where it happened. It was fairly close to Anchorage, as I understand, about 10 miles north of here. But we live in a very active fault zone. So this is one of the benefits of living in the north, is that there's always something interesting happening.
And what do you have to tell people who might be trying to get to a school to pick up their kids? I imagine those kids were just dropped off, but the parents who left and now might have a hard time getting back.
I think I would tell people to just stay calm. We are sheltering in place for the most part, and there will be procedures to get children home as the day goes on. And as I said, fortunately, we're in daylight hours here right now, which is important. It gives us more visibility, and it's just a lot easier to do operations at this time.
The mayor of Anchorage, Ethan Berkowitz. Ethan, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And good luck out there.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.